Hi, I'm Victoria Lyons. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with ADHD right in the middle of my first year of medical school. I was living my absolute dream, something I desired my whole life, but I was struggling. I couldn't understand why what came so easily to others was so difficult for me. I wondered, am I lazy? Something wrong with me? What was going on? But deep down, I knew that it wasn't the full story. Growing up, I was so curious, wanted to learn everything I could. I lived in a low income neighborhood, and I was raised by a hardworking mother who was compensating for my father who was imprisoned. I learned early on what resilience and perseverance meant. I found comfort in books and learning, in my faith. Education became my escape and my way to a better life. That hyper focus led me to the University of Virginia, where I was able to lead missions trips. One was to gut houses in hurricane after Hurricane Katrina. Missions trip to Cape Town, South Africa. Study abroad in Spain. So many wonderful experiences that I could have never dreamed of as a kid. But behind every accomplishment, there were invisible battles, high stress, all nighters, self loathing, self doubt, forgotten deadlines, late assignments, racing thoughts. You see, ADHD is not invisible to the trained eye. You can see it if you know what to look for, but too often it just looks like bad habits. And oftentimes we don't see the silent suffering. Some days I exceeded expectations, other days I barely held it together. And it was the contrast that kind of made that even tougher. But yet I persisted. I became an educator and helped other first generation low income students like myself, helped them find their path to college. I saw in them what I wish someone had seen in me, that different doesn't mean deficient. It's just differently able, distinctly capable. I was passionate about education, but over time, I was unable to deny my longing to study medicine and enter healthcare. I eventually decided to chase that dream that never left. I packed up my life, my two children, and moved to Puerto Rico to become a doctor. Now I'm 2 years in and I'm preparing for step one, not just to become a physician, but a psychiatrist who helps others to reframe their stories like I've reframed mine. You see, strength isn't about pushing through barriers, it's about creating, it's about building for those who come after. It's about understanding yourself, about honoring your pace and choosing to rise again and again.